What do you say? What do you say? Listen, before you all even try to adjust your airways, you're going to say, Mr. Gary, you sounding kind of strained today. You're not like full of energy. You're not up. And let me tell y'all, I need y'all to help me. I need HELP. I need 911, 411. Let me tell y'all, today's show is all about the concerts. The concerts that's been coming to St. Louis, the artists that's been coming to St. Louis. And guess what? Last night, I was at the concert with you people. I was at the concert last night, got a chance to be up close and personal with Gladys Knight, with Patti Labelle, Stephanie Mills. When I come through the door, she says, so you are the king of hospitality. I've been seeing, I've been watching. Howard Hewett, my main man, 50 grand. Friends of the show, hooked it up. Shout out to Red's Barbecue for taking care of the crew. Shout out to Sugar and Spice Catering. Y'all, I got so much to get into today until it's crazy. But you do know it takes two to make a thing out of sight. It takes two to make it go right. And today we just gonna jump in and do it. I promise you all, even though I sound like this today, I guarantee you it is a great song. Today, I say just concentrate on the music. Concentrate on the music. Let the music take you where you need to go, and I guarantee you're going to have some fun. But this week, when we start from where we were at last Sunday and we come today, I got to give a shout out right now. And I brought it in, here it is right here, St. Louis Cardinals. St. Louis Cardinals, 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 St. Louis Cardinals. I don't care how you say it. If you say Saint, I say Louis, you say Cardinals, let's do it. All access granted.
Dope. Very dope.
We started our day at like 8 o'clock. There were so many parties going on. Y98 had a party. Clear Channel had a party. All the radio stations, then Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 5. Everybody was calling, can you come by our party? Can you come by our fan experience, our fan event? We were at the Lowe's, we were at the Hilton, we were at the Marriott. We just was getting it in. And you know, it was nothing like, I won't even say the experience before, but once we got inside Busch Stadium, oh my God. I mean, if you all watched opening day in your city, I know you all listen to the show from all different cities, but I'm here to say, St. Louis turned up, I mean, in a big, big way. Everybody was out. They had their cardinal red on, their blue, their white. Pujols was in the mix. Wainwright, Yachty, I mean, just crazy. I'm down on the field going crazy with the people. And they literally are going, Mr. Gary, come on, we want a picture, Like, what? Who does that? Well, guess what? The fans were there, they wanted a picture. So that's why I want to say a shout out to the Cardinals, a shout out to all of the management that saw to it that I am credentialized for the whole season. So we will be talking about some big things we're going to be doing with the Cardinals. It has something to do with King in the middle of the pitcher's play and throwing out a first pitch and official Damn Your People Day at the ballpark. So we'll talk about that. But for right now, let's talk about y'all. Everybody, what's up? Do the round table. Tell us what's going on, guys.
It's a late Sunday special, man. We just rocking out on the airwaves, doing our thing. Big news coming up, big shows coming up, big music coming up. I dropped my new single this week, Turn Me Up. It's out right now.
Okay. We gotta turn it up. We gotta see what it's all about.
Oh yeah.
Does it have any cursing in it?
No. For the most part, it's pretty clean, right?
So artists can do music without cursing?
Artists can do music.
Oh my God. But guess what I want everybody to understand? You have artists who can do music without cursing, but you got artists that do music with cursing. It doesn't mean it's not good music. It just means that is the way that an artist is expressing themselves. And we remind you at Harrisville State University, change happens here. We want everybody to get in, have fun, get in where you fit in. You got artists like Jay-Z, you got artists like Too Short, you got artists out here who will come come with you. And I've been in many situations on many dance floors, and your song come on, that's your song, and you don't care if it's got cussing in it because you cussing louder than the record is cussing itself. But guess what? We just need you all, young people, we're talking to you right now. That's the whole thing with respect. We just want to make sure that you cussing in the right place. And guess what? And sometimes, you know, everybody who's an older person, y'all know y'all do some cussing too. Because I know right now I be cussing on, I'm going to tell you when I curse. That's the song for today. When do you curse? Agent Andrew, that's the question we're going to put out there. I'm going to tell you when I curse. That's the question today. When do you curse? When do you just go there and you just forget you just left church? You forget that you just went to Palm Sunday today? You forget that you are in the Passover season? When do you curse? I will start it off. I curse when I'm on Highway 70, driving. Oh my God. I mean, it is crazy the way these people be driving, cutting you off, doing 70, 80, 90, 100, and the traffic ain't going no place. And they just got the music up. I think they went to the green light, I'm not sure. But they just own one, and they don't understand the people's lives. You know, a lot of people say, I don't like to fly because they're scared to fly. And my thing has always been, because my grandmother was the one who said she did not like to fly. My grandmother didn't fly till she was like 70, 75 years old. She did not fly. That's not a good thing. And she used to go to Indianapolis, Indiana all the time. Shout out to all my family and friends in Indianapolis, Indiana, Long Donuts. I'm going to be there for the Indy 500. I want some. And as I got older, I realized you have a better chance of dying on the highway and in the roads than you do in the air. How often do you hear about the airplane going down, crashing with people, right?
Man.
Versus accidents, people just crazy driving for no reason. They just doing it. And then not only that, they know what they're doing. And I tell you the part that really gets me is when I see older people or younger people who are just starting out driving and they get so scared and nervous. You know, they're holding on the wheel like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, it's just like that kind of stuff. So that's what makes me curse. That's when I throw all the other words, yeah, that's me. Pray for me. Pray for me. I don't want nobody to use mine. Get your own stuff. Everybody get your own stuff today. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. I already gave y'all my out of sight. What's up? Let's go over here with Flight. Flight. What makes you curse? What makes you curse, man?
So I curse when I mess up a mix.
When you what?
When I mess up a mix.
When you mess up a mix?
Yeah.
So when's the last time you cursed?
About 20 minutes. 20 minutes ago.
did you mess up a mix? No.
I didn't, but you know, sometimes.
Stop it. Hit the button.
You might
hit the button.
You know,
hit the button on yourself. Did you mess up a mix?
I messed up because.
Sorry. Okay, so hold on. You first got to answer the question. I said, did you mess up a mix? And you said, I did it. I said, stop it.
I said, I did.
Okay, now you came back and you said you did what now? Tell us what you did.
I played an uncensored song.
And what else did you do? And you played another song for the other song.
I played one song. I was supposed to play the last. I was supposed to play last, but I played that second.
Right.
So I had to go back and revise and play it.
And guess what? You did a great job of doing it.
I appreciate it.
I want everybody to understand, on this show, it's a no judgment zone. It ain't nobody perfect up here, and if you heard a little bit of Benny and the Jets before, guess what? Y'all know, I hear that a million times. That's my song. That's my jam. And you know what I say? I say, ooh, shit! I just cursed. Now, there you go. Now, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna tell my mama she listening in and tap in and say, Miss Emma, your boy just cursed. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Q, what's up? What's yours? What's the one that makes you, man? Talk to us. That one thing that makes you just,
When I hit my toe.
You hit your toe.
When I hit my toe on like the corner of the bed or something, and I just, it could be for me like being tired or whatever, or just not seeing that.
Or it could be like you waking up in a foreign bed, because like if in my room, I kind of like know where everything is. I'm just saying, maybe in your room, maybe you waking up in some foreign beds.
Right. And you know how I go.
So when's the last time you hit your toe? Today, maybe?
This morning.
This morning. Shout out to everybody who hit their toe this morning. What was y'all doing? Where was y'all doing today? I tell y'all where we're at. I tell y'all what we're doing today. We're doing it here in St. Louis, in Streets 105.1. Y'all, we in the studio, y'all. I mean, the people was out last night, right? Some of them gonna call in today and tell us about what the show is all about today. This show is the mix, you all. This is the mix, and the mix is the real boss, the artist mix, the concert mix. We got so many artists that's been coming to and through St. Louis, right? And so it only is right that we celebrate them today. I know some of you all who went to the show last night, y'all still tripping and reeling off of the show. So guess what? We got something for you. And you may be one of those people who didn't make it to the show, but you've been looking at all the pictures on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You're looking at how beautiful Patti Labelle was. Like, Patti had on a red leather cape dress, her makeup, hair flawless. Gladys Knight came out in this shimmering silver, looking like anybody's goddess. Stephanie Mills came out looking good and reminded everybody that, guess what, I'm a boss too. How he would open the thing up, and when he closed it and shut it down, you just didn't know what to do. So we've opened up our show with the real bosses, the artists. After 7, Can't Stop How I Feel, so that you all know Kevon Evans and a lot of them, those are Babyface's cousins and brothers. Kim, When Love Calls. Thing about Kim is the very first album that Kim put out, he did it himself. He produced it himself, right? When Love Calls Your Name, that was him. He put all his money into it. He did all the resources, and he did that. And it took that for him to even get a record label, right? You all, the more to the story is sometimes you got to just do your own thing. You got to take your time and do it right. Agent Andrew, what makes you curse, Agent Andrew? What is the one thing that makes you curse, and you will curse?
You know, the one thing that makes me curse has nothing to do with the negative way, but when I'm in the ride, man, on my bike, got my music playing, man, I just can't help myself, man. I'm doing my thing. I gotta say all the words of the song. Sorry, mama. Sorry, mama.
So the songs, when you really feeling good, and they start cursing, you just start cursing back with them.
Got you.
Do me a favor, everybody repeat after me. Say, come, get, yo, people. Come get y'all people. While you come get y'all people with us right now, each one bring one. Tap in right now, you all. Tell us what makes you feel good. Tell us what makes you curse. Tell us what is the best concert you ever been to. Who do you want to see in concert? Who have you seen in concert? Where'd you see them at, right? We want y'all to tap in and talk to us. I'm gonna need y'all to talk to me today, because guess what? I'm strange. I got to get what I get, and I want to get this to you. I want to get to you. Our first mix-up is by Boss. Last night she reminded us who she was and what she stood for. It was none other than Stephanie Mills. Stephanie Mills. OMG. Stephanie Mills is that chick, and she showed everybody in St. Louis last night why. And the first hit by hers, it goes a little something like this. They may say, back then when y'all ain't want me, now y'all all up on me. They may say that. They may say, good, better, best, never let it rest until your good becomes better, your better becomes best, and your best becomes blessed. Shout out to my pastor, Reverend Kevin Koch. When it's all said and done, it may be just growing up with your brothers and your sisters, and you see your nieces and your nephews thriving, growing, and you say, wow, I had a little bit of something to do with that. You see your friends get blessed with new cars, new jobs, new homes. They might even get blessed with an income tax check this year. They got blessed real good. A shout out to a good friend of mine. I'm not gonna call off any names to that person. I won't say if it's a man or a woman. I'm just gonna say it's a good friend of mine. And she hit $55,000 at the jackpot over at the casino. I'm not gonna tell you which casino, and I will tell you all this, that she got a check. She got a check. She made him give her a check. And you know what? She called me at 5:30 in the morning, screaming and hollering, girl, are you okay? What's wrong? She said, well, I guess I just told y'all it was a girl. It was a lady, right? She said, I said, girl, whose car did you hit? I thought we had to call Agent Andrew. I thought that was the hit. She said, I just hit. And you know what she said? She cursed. You know what she said? She said, well, a lot of us, like she said, I tore they up. I tore they up. So guess what? To everybody that's done tore they up, shout out to you all. We do remind you to gamble and to drink responsibly, people. We don't want you taking your stimulus checks. We surely don't want you taking your income checks, let alone your paycheck. And guess what? And somebody else's check. But when you do win, do yourself a favor and do everybody else a favor. If you owe them people, pay them. Pay the people. You ain't got no excuses now. Hey, you all, Streets 105.1. We're celebrating the concerts, the people who have come to the town to shut it down. Every hit that you're hearing today, these people have actually been in St. Louis since the COVID, right? I'm saying after 7, they are on their way. They're going to be in concert. Kim is on his way. He's going to be in concert with Babyface. Elton John just came. Elton John came to concert like 2 weeks ago. He was at the Enterprise Center. Of course, last night was Stephanie Mills, and she was here with Howard Hewett. The first 2 people on a ticket last night. They were so good. I mean, they were so good. It was just good music. Since so many good people were out dressed up, looking good, just doing it good. But when I tell y'all the love that St. Louis showed me last night, that's why I ain't got no voice. I ain't got none of that. I ain't got nothing but to sit in this chair and try to get it back. I mean, it's like you seeing everybody and people just giving you love. Thank you. They saying thank you. So many people's like, we love you on the radio, y'all. And you know what? Some people told me last night, would you leave the mix alone? Leave them young guys alone, Mr. Gary. You always own them. I said, if I wasn't girl, would you like it? Nah, you do be getting it. I be laughing. Guess what? I be laughing. When I'm looking on here and I'm looking at Facebook and I'm looking at the Twitter, I'm looking at the Instagram, I'm looking at the Streets 105 page, I just be laughing. I'm laughing because I'm so happy that you all chose to spend your day with us here 3 to 5 on Sundays. We do this for you all. This is it. We arrange schedules because this is what's important. Having a platform for you all to come on and listen to and just feel good, and most of all just be celebrated. So you know what I love so much about that, Benny and the Jets, see, he's like those artists that nobody knew was like black at first. See, when Elton John came out, nobody knew Elton John was black. You all understand what I'm saying? They just went with it. It's like, okay, the music, it's got a good beat, and it's like, and then they hit that falsetto. Turn up, let's go. That's for all musicians right there. Shout out to all my musicians, the drummers, the keyboard players, the trumpeters, those people. Listen to that keyboard. And that was when it was a real keyboard. That was no synthesizer. That was no electronic nothing. Listen to it. Y'all hear that? That's that real music. It's in y'all head. I want y'all to go with it. Just remember where you were in the 70s when that came on. Some of y'all people right now, 20 years old, that means your mama and daddy was listening to Being in Your Jets Mikey. Yeah, I said it, because then they said this, go. I'm sitting there right now to everybody who goes by the last name of Boyd, B-O-Y-D. Reminds me, Derek, reminds me, Jerry, at 5061 Maple on the north side of St. Louis. You could always go over on the porch and see Daryl and Stevie and BB's daddy, Uncle Amos. He was on there, the music was playing, and everybody was having a great good time. So a shout out to families right now. I know everybody is planning on the family reunions as they're going right now. Where's your family reunion going? What are you all doing? I know where some family reunions need to go. I know something that people need to do when you plan a family reunion. Just don't think of something at a hotel where you stay there the whole time. The younger people want to get out. They want to go to the zoo. They want to go to the arts. They want to go down to the science center. They want to do different things when they come. Well, if you happen to be in Atlanta, I know where you need to come. I bet you said the way Atlanta has a beautiful aquarium, and they do. They said so much going on downtown in Atlanta. It is. Lennox Mall. Guess what? Great. But I want you to come see me. Universal Circus. That's right. I said it. Right now, the circus is in Gwinnett. Gwinnett. Shout out to everybody in Gwinnett. Right now, I know our friends at 104.1. They're listening. 104.1 are listening right now. Hey, I'm on my way back. I'm on my way back to you all. And we close in Gwinnett because guess what? On Wednesday, the circus opens up downtown Atlanta. Hold up, wait a minute. And guess what? Mr. Gary's gonna be all up in it. I want to say, hey, what's up to Courtney Bryant, one of the former news anchors here in St. Louis. She's on television down there on the Fox affiliate. I will be there. Ashley used to be on television here in St. Louis. She's down there, and guess what? I got them. Courtney's gonna be my ringmaster on Thursday night for Hospitality Night. Ashley's gonna be the ringmaster for Divine Nine Night. So guess what? It's the St. Louis connection, the St. Louis hookup. Shout out to all the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha as you all get ready for your regional conference down in Atlanta. They are expecting 25,000 ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha right there. And it all, guess what's gonna be up with? Your people. Your people, baby. I do this. I'm not new to it. I'm true to this. That is the question right now. You can be so true to something. What makes you curse? What puts you over the edge where you just say, what? You know good and well, what is that thing, you all? What is that thing? What is that thing? But guess what? Where it's two to make the thing go right, guess what? How do you know when something's out of sight? How do you know? I mean, so Q just told us that he hits his toe on the bed. Still trying to figure that one out. I'm still trying to figure that one out. But again, like I said, that would only mean that you have to be getting out some strange beds. That's all that is.
No, no, the bed ain't strange. You know, it's just certain discrepancies. You know what I'm saying?
If you get out of your bed all the time, and you know like where everything is, you know where the table is, you know where the chair is right there, you know. I mean, so you know what? Flight help us understand that. Do you ever hit your toe when you get out the bed?
It's been a while since I have, but yeah.
How long ago was that? We said a while. You can't even remember, can you?
I don't even know.
Right, that's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying?
No,
right.
But yeah, I do. So I do when I do that, I curse for sure.
That's the
only
time I curse.
So in other words, when you get out of the strange beds that you're not used to being in, right?
Oh,
yeah. Thank you. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. All you got to do is talk to the people. Communication rules the nation. That's what we're doing on this show this year. Say what you mean what you say. It's all about, it's that type of a day, you all. We celebrate music, we're celebrating music, and I tell you, last night when this artist came out, she was it. She was that chick. She's 77 years old, and she just kind of glided through when she came through. And everybody was like, you know what? We know she's been sick for a little while, so we're going to hang in her with her, and we're going to see to it that we know that St. Louis is showing her love. Now, I will tell you this. People say St. Louis is a hard market to play. They say it is very hard to play the market in St. Louis. They say, and when you play this market in St. Louis will let you know. St. Louis will cut you. If you get up on that stage and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, some people, depending upon how you ask, they would say St. Louis will smack you. They say people come up on the stage and start smacking you. You know what I say to that? I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. And I need people to just tell me, is it true? Is it like times? Is it like opportunities that somebody could do something like where everybody watching? I say everybody, yeah. Where everybody is like watching. And the cameras and the eyes are like on the person while they're performing, doing their thing. Be it good, bad, or indifferent. I don't know if I really believe somebody will walk up on somebody on stage and smack them. That won't happen in St. Louis. I mean, they say St. Louis is that place. You got to give a good concert. They say they'll boo you, they'll heckle you or whatever. But do you think there's anybody in St. Louis, or even in Atlanta, maybe in Houston? You think there's anybody who would be so bold as to walk up and just smack you?
Yeah.
Q, what you think? Who you send a shout out to because you know they'll smack you? Just say who do you know who will smack you? Who smacked you before? Let's put it out there. Yeah, who smacked you?
Man.
Put it out the man up, man.
My cousin, shout out my cousin.
Wow,
She crazy.
How old was you when she smacked you?
Man, we was kids, but we used to always try to get into it a little bit. She used to rough me up.
No, let me tell you something. There's no way you keep getting out these strange beds, hitting your big toe, and ain't nobody smacked you. That means you was trying to run up quickly.
Okay, you talking about that kind of smack. All right.
What kind of smack? Who?
I ain't know you talking about the Will Smith smack. I don't think I got Will Smith smack.
Oh, you didn't get Will Smith?
I got like, what's another good?
I don't know, tell me. When's the last time you got smacked?
Like that? My mama was.
It smacked you?
Yes.
Wow. Did it stick with you for years and kind of still sticks with you? Was she right or wrong to smack you?
She was right. I was acting up in the street.
You was doing what in the street?
Nothing.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. It's all for the games.
Stop.
I'm good, dude.
Hey, I'm just simply saying. This, like, y'all let y'all know, this is.
I did get smacked by a lady before. I'm gonna keep it on. I ain't want to really say.
But why wouldn't you keep it in? Let me tell y'all something. Listen to me. When you all tune in from 3 to 5 on Sundays, you want some realness. We try to play this real music. Where else can you hear Teddy Pendergrass and Stephanie Mills together? Where else can you hear on the same show Elton John? Where? I want y'all to keep it real. So when I'm asking you all questions, I'm asking y'all to tap in with me because I want to know. You know, and I ain't one to gossip. I don't do that. Y'all know I don't do no gossip. But I do want to know what's going on so I can just kind of share your story. And so, you said now that you had a chance to think about it again, somebody did smack you. Tell us, what happened? Where were y'all at? Were you in public?
No, we weren't in public.
Oh,
we weren't in public.
You was at?
Yeah, we was
behind closed doors.
Yeah, behind closed doors.
Yeah. And that's when she smacked you, and you ran, and you hit your toe. I don't write the material for the show, people.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's what happened.
But see, I didn't run.
Well, how did you hit your toe?
I just see her bed. It was.
What?
It was a nice size bed. I just wasn't. I wasn't familiar with the corners. You know what I'm saying? The corners just caught me by surprise.
That's right. So let me tell you what I want y'all to know right now. This is what I do, people. See, y'all say I'm hard on them. I'm not hard on them. I'm just not gonna let them come on this show, on their show, on my show, and show up and not show out with lies. Lies, liar, liar. Y'all not gonna come on this show and lie to these people. I knew that's what it was. And your boy Flight tried to back you up. Well, you know, sometimes I hit my toe. Stop it. The only time you're gonna hit your toe is when you're in a foreign bed. Now, I'm gonna ask you again. Your turn. Mr. Flight, take me higher.
What's the question?
What is the strange situation you were in? What was it?
When I got smacked, right?
Oh, you got. So you did get smacked too.
You talking about the structure?
No, sir. So I'm talking about whatever you want to talk about. I was asking you, when was the strange situation that just pushed you there? Right? I didn't say you got smacked. I just said, what pushed you there? And don't give us one of these little bubblegum answers, one of these little glossy answers. Give us the right. The people deserve the truth. They want the truth. You know what I'm saying? Agent Andrew, I need you to go take the microphone.
No,
Agent Andrew,
I
hold up, sir. No, you don't got it yet. Hold on.
Right,
Agent Andrew, give him the list. I need the list of our people who we got to send a shout out to. I want a list of the people who we got to send a shout out to. So
We got Miss Barbara Love out here, man.
What's up, Barb Love, my girl?
Winsville, Missouri.
Winsville, Missouri's in the house.
Louis Sales.
Hello, what's up, Louis Sales?
Valerie Gordon.
Valerie, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Mr. Jamal's out here.
Jamal is there, yes.
Jack Hayes.
Jack, if they want the truth, that's what I'm saying. These people are listening for the truth in music, the truth in conversation. They're not waiting for y'all to make up some Mickey Mouse built a house and the London Bridge is falling down and all of that. Now, I'm gonna ask you again, sir.
Okay.
Can you please? What you done looked on your phone to
No,
find something?
I'm looking at the live. I'm looking at us live right
Okay,
now.
what you need to do is listen to us live so you can answer the question live. Y'all, I don't write the material. And I already told you I didn't have a voice, but they making me go. But you know, it's okay, baby. Because I do it. I do it for y'all. I do it for y'all. When y'all come on here, y'all don't care that Mr. Gary retired. Y'all don't care that last night he was down at the Chaffin Center. Because guess what? Y'all didn't have no tickets. And here I'm talking about some na-na-na-na-na. I've been all at the Cardinals. Like, nah, we don't want to hear that bull. We want to hear some music. We want to hear what's going on out there. Well, I tell you what we going to do. We going to get back to some music. music. We're going to deal with these guys later, okay? Okay? And right now we're going to move it on. We're going to move it to Gladys Knight. She was leaving. And she was leaving on that midnight train last night from St. Louis when she got up out of here. Gladys Knight, where you at? Gladys, 77 years old, looking fabulous, Miss Gladys. Okay. Okay. I gave a shout out to the people. I said I saw so many TV people last night. Lee Hayes, shout out to you right now. Former executive with Channel 5. But then this one person who is calling in now. What do you say? What do you say? Hello?
Hello.
Let me tell y'all something. Everybody, I want y'all to welcome my good friend to the show. This is like one of them people who knew me way back when, who I was following her hustle, loved her hustle. I just thought she was like the most, like she was like one of Prince's girl. Could you be one of the most beautiful girls in the world? And outward, inward, because she's made St. Louis so proud. Last night, I saw her sitting there, her people was with her, and I'm looking, but she had her mask on, and we're still making sure people move carefully and cautiously. And guess what? If you can imagine Mr. Gary standing there, talking to people, having fun, and when she took her mask down, I say, oh no! Wait a minute! Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together and welcome the queen, baby. The real queen, if you know what I mean. Tammy Holland!
You are something else. Let me tell you something. You know, I'm oddly shy, right? When you came around, I was like, don't see me, because I knew that you were gonna make a big deal. And so I was just thinking, okay, I'm just going to coast through this thing. But here comes Mr. Gary. Thank you for the love. It always feels good. But I said, here he comes.
But guess what? But I got to do what I got to do. Did you see the love that everybody showed you?
I felt it.
Oh, my God.
And I heard it. It was really, really sweet.
Oh,
so
my God.
Sweet.
But tell me.
Thank you for that.
Baby, but
it is always a wonderful thing to receive love in that respect. So thank you.
Well, I tell you what. Last night, St. Louis, did we not receive the love in that concept of respect? You know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do, Tammy. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to let you go. Do you? What did you think about the show last night?
Okay, so I got there late, right? Because that's just the kind of girl I am. And I totally missed Howard Hewett, and I'm so upset about it. Okay, but I came in on Stephanie Mills. And let me just tell you, Stephanie Mills looks absolutely incredible. She sounds the exact same, and she really, really performs a solid set. I got so much energy from her. I just felt like, okay, I got a little teary-eyed.
Yeah.
I just felt like she put on a fantastic show.
Okay.
Loved every second. Okay.
But wait a minute.
Because Gladys,
Wait, before you go there, I just need to know how you felt when Stephanie did her exit number and sang Home from The Wiz.
Oh, it was great. And what I enjoy most of the time, so I like to watch people. So I look around and I watch how the people are feeling the song and how people are moving in the moment. And everybody was rocking with it.
Yeah.
So that just felt really good to me. That's why I was there. I was trying to get some of that good energy. and that really, it was a powerful moment.
Yes.
It was really great.
Okay. Next.
Yeah. So then here comes the phenom herself, Gladys Knight, who really, at the age of 77, she was just incredible. I just thought that she was just magnificent.
Yeah.
She looks fantastic. She sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
And there again, she put on a really, really solid show.
Yep.
Like I could have, all pun intended, I could have went on and on for a longer time.
Yes.
I really could. Okay.
Okay, but hold on one second. Hold up. And this is a shout out to all the artists out there right now. You have got to have staying power. Because what I loved about it, She took us on a musical journey, didn't she? With the hits from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s.
She was real funky last night.
Yeah. Yes,
that was a lot of fun to watch. But you are absolutely correct. I took my daughter to the concert last night because I felt like it was important for her to, she enjoys music. Sometimes she talks about, maybe, dabbling in music. And I just don't think that you can have a career now without understanding where you come from musically as far as R&B is concerned.
That's right.
Always got to nod to the queens and to the classics, of course. But here comes Patti.
Oh my God. Brrr, she come.
Here comes Patti Labelle. Patti Labelle always is going to give you what you want. I mean, she just gives you the glitz. She gives you the glam.
Yeah.
She gives you the yes, godmother,
yes,
auntie. She gives you all of that.
Yeah.
She's got her trunks on stage. She's just absolutely packed.
Oh my God.
I'm going to be 100% honest. I just felt like her set was just, I don't know, maybe it was just too big, or it had gotten all over the place. But at the same time, I still felt her power. And I love Anita, want you, baby. I just, I'm so Patti. I was with my cousins, and we all had on our Patti Labelle t-shirts because we respect the queen. But last night was weird. But can I just say what really threw me off last night?
Okay.
I haven't been out, obviously, because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. And so I was just really tripping off how people started getting up, walking out in droves while she was performing. And I thought, okay, thanks. I know it's Palm Sunday. I know y'all got to do church, but for real, what else y'all got to do? It's really, like, this is Patti Labelle.
Right.
What else do you have to do? You got to go like that bad, like right now.
That's right.
I just thought all of that was so disrespectful. And I feel like she was giving us the energy that we were giving her back.
Yes.
Everybody had gotten tired. And so, like, she just, like, basically threw up her arms and she just said goodbye.
Wow, God.
It was because we had disrespected her.
That's exactly right. And you know what, Tammy? It's called concert etiquette. Concert etiquette. You don't do it, but guess what? The people have not been trained. And the people are so concerned about getting out of that traffic. The traffic is going to be there, people. But last night, St. Louis, we got a chance to see some icons. And like really 4 icons, 77 years old. I want to ask you, can your grandmama go like that at 77? Can your mama go like that at 77?
That's the exact same thing I said to my daughter Meta when we were sitting there. I said, they're your grandmother's age, okay?
Yeah.
Like, show some, be kind, show some respect. I don't know. I don't know, but I sat there the whole time. I just sat there the whole time, and I told my people, she don't get her money whether y'all sit down and eat or whether y'all get up and go.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, whatever.
Oh my God. Well, I tell you something, for them to get together, and we got to give a shout out right now. They've got a new group. Tammy, and I don't know if you're familiar with them. Agent Andrew, what is it? Not the Black Collaborative. It is a group of like 6 African American promoters who would do all the different concerts for Patti LaBelle, for New Edition, for Charlie Wilson. They've all come together. So when you hear about these concerts traveling through and they're going where they are, it's called the Black Promoters Collective. The Black Promoters Collective. And that's the one about the concert last night. And the night before, they were in Chicago. Now, let me tell you the funny behind-the-scene thing that happened, Tammy. Patty and Stephanie and Howard were back there talking. And then here comes Gladys. And all of a sudden, Gladys says to Patty, look, girl, now last night we tore Chicago down. I left it all on that stage. Now, girl, tonight you're going to have to up your game. Tonight you got to take it. She said, I got you, girl. I got you.
I know that's right.
Oh, my God.
At 77, they're still trash talking each other. I absolutely love it.
And you know what?
Absolutely.
But here's the whole thing with it, though, Tammy, at the end of the day. That's what we want to encourage people to do, to get in the game. And it's called healthy competition. Let's tag the next person. Let's do this, making sure. And when I saw today that you were on, you of all people, checking out my show, this show, girl, this show, I told you got an open platform. I said, call in, let's discuss it, right? Because that's what it is. We got to make sure we get past all this. Well, I'm over here, we're over here, we shop over here, you know, it's a lot. And it's a lot to go around. And I'm telling you, anytime you got a thought, anytime you just got an idea, but most of all, anytime you just need some love, Miss Tammy, on behalf of everybody who can hear us, I'm just loving on you, girl. Dang. So get this. So here we go. I need you to tell me this. We got to go to our Patti song, but I need you to tell me what is your favorite Patti song and tell us why.
See, that's how I can't tell you a favorite song because it's too many good songs, and that's how I say with everything. I mean, if you're my big Prince fan, it's like feel guilty calling out one song.
Ooh.
So right now, yeah, I feel guilty.
Okay, well, guess what? Hold up. No, stop. Since you feel guilty and you love all Patti, and I love all Patti, guess what? On behalf of what's in my heart at this moment, and God doesn't do anything that's not.
You are my friend.
Girl, shut up! I swear to you. Fly, hit it right now. How did you know?
Because you are my friend.
Oh. Hey, you all, I got none other than the queen herself. I've got Tammy Holland. Y'all been rocking with her with the TV days, rocking with her from the radio days, rocking with her when metal was just our baby day, rocking with her in the community, one event at a time. I'm so proud to say to the whole world, to everybody listening in Atlanta, in St. Louis, in the Boot Hill, Tammy Holland, you are my friend and I love you, girl.
Yeah, I love you too, Mr. People. I enjoy that thing.
Oh my God, you all, this is for none other than Miss Tammy Holland. This is my friend, this is your friend. She's been with us through the end. Patti Labelle did it last night. She reminded us of this. Are you the right kind of lover? Are you the right kind of person that's showing love? Guess what? We want y'all to go out this week and show some love. Take time and make time for your people. Streets 105.1, that's what we try to do every Sunday on the radio. Q, who you checking for this week, baby? What's up?
Man, shout out all the artists out there, man. I'm checking for some fire music. I want to hear some nice R&B music too, man. We do all kinds, pop, all that, man. So get with us. You know how to tap in. Streets 105, the mix, IG, and all platforms. Follow me at Kids Q, DJ Flight. I know how we do it.
Flight, what's up? Who you checking for? What you got?
Checking for all my people in the mix today. All my people, them your peoples, man. Everybody tune into the radio show today, man. Checking for y'all. Make sure you follow me at DJ Flight93 on Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Agent Andrew, what you got?
Man, I'm checking for everyone out there riding dirty, man. You get y'all insurance, man. 314-327-6377. Farmers Insurance, baby. Hit us up, baby.
What do you say, y'all? I'm checking for you all. I'm checking for Hairstone, reminding you that nobody likes a dummy. I'm checking for everybody at the green light. The light is green. Go lit up. Get some good feeling in your life. What's up, my spot? Save a lot. Checking for everybody. Remind you, get your Christmas ham, your Easter hams. Go over and get your Easter basket. Empire Beauty is waiting on you. Put some of her in your head, girl. It's time for you to get it in. Checking right now. Send a shout out to the Cardinals for showing all the love that you did. All of the artists who came through St. Louis last night. You all came, you showed up, you showed out. So on behalf of me and Tammy Holland, this is what true and pure entertainment is really, really all about. Hey, we're about to get up out of here. We want to let you know if you were celebrating a birthday, we heard you. We feel you. We want to let you know if you're celebrating an anniversary, we feel you. We heard you. Get in there and do it like that there. Go out, don't hurt nobody, don't hurt yourself. But I do want to let you know one thing, if it's cool for your birthday, for your anniversary, for the lover in you, if it's cool, guess what? We can do a little something. Have a great week. Take care of yourself.